Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 just came out and the new Battle Pass is pretty good, except, But each of the gods have one thing that has caught my eye: the immortal styles. Every skin in the Battle Pass, with the exception of the Gorgon Medusa and Korra, has an immortal skin style. But before I get into this, do you remember Odyssey, the ageless champion? Eh? Well, if you don't, Odyssey was an explorer who showed up the last week of Season 1 and people noticed some similarities to a certain champion. However, these were unconfirmed and the community as a whole were mixed on the idea. Well, in this update the skin got a helmeted style, and the helmet is the exact same as the ageless, meaning the two must be somehow related. Okay, so now we know that some of the Greek skins are related to previous characters in the storyline. Let's take a quick look at Valeria. Last season, Valeria was the main character looking for Pandora's box. However, in the Battle Pass, she had one unique style: Stygian green. Stygian is a word that relates to the River Styx of Greek mythology, and it teased Season 2 from the very beginning of Season 1. Okay, now that we've got the basics out of the way, let's go back to the immortal styles. I'm of the belief that each god relates to a different character, like Odyssey is to the ageless. Now, I'm going to go from my least confident to most confident of what characters these styles are related to. Starting with Immortal Zeus. As I've said, some of these will be stretches, but for Immortal Zeus, he could be related to the ageless. There's not much to go off, as the immortal style for Zeus is literally just a recolour of his normal style, but the two colour schemes match, even with the slight bit of dark blue on Zeus's shoulders. Next we have Immortal Cerberus. Cerberus isn't a god in Greek mythology, however he does have an immortal style, with a very similar colour scheme to this edit style of the Cube Queen. Again, a stretch, but if you have any ideas feel free to discuss in the comments. Next we have Immortal Hades. Hades has a lot in common with the Ice King, especially the crown, and could potentially be related to him or the prisoner. However, the purple colour scheme could also be related to the cubes. Immortal Artemis. Speaking of the prisoner, Immortal Artemis could be related to him due to the very similar colour scheme and fire around her. She could also be potentially related to the Titan under the map, which brought up Pandora's box. Okay though, these were mostly just based on colour scheme, but the last two I'm very confident about. Immortal Poseidon. Obviously, with Poseidon being based on Ripley, he has the same purple style that Ripley has. However, he is most likely related to the cubes due to the original purple style being from Ripley drinking contaminated water from Steamy Stacks, home of the cube. Finally, we have Immortal Aphrodite. Okay, so this final skin is why I made this video. Aphrodite is the only skin whose immortal style actually changes something about the skin, and it seems to be heavily related to the Herald, especially through the flower-like dress. Even the yellow, which doesn't appear to be on the Herald, comes through on the Herald's burning style. As we've seen from Valeria, some styles can affect the story, so potentially we can see the return of the Herald through Aphrodite. Conclusion. Okay, so this was just a quick little video I decided to make while waiting for the extended downtime to end, but who knows, I could be entirely correct, or it could just be Aphrodite with relevance as I say. But at the end of the day, this season looks really promising, so just have fun.